Hello and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Today I would like to discuss with you prayers. And prayers are very important to the average goddess worshiper. However, not all goddess worshipers pray. And I would like to tell you a brief story. Back, let's say it was a year ago, my mom came down with cancer. And I was very distraught, of course, because my mom had cancer. And I went online, and there was a group. There was a group of goddess worshipers online, or at least goddess believers. They were goddess believers, not necessarily goddess worshipers, online. And I wrote to them telling them that my mom had cancer. Would they please pray for her? And one of them responded, "I will pray to Goddess for your mom." And I thanked her, but it was obvious that the way she said it, she didn't say it exactly like, "I'm going to pray to Goddess for her." It was more like, "I'm going to pray to Goddess for her." In other words, there was a little bit of resistance there to the idea of prayer in the first place, as if I had used a dirty word. Prayer was a dirty word. So, not everyone prays to Goddess, and the reason is because prayer reminds them too much of the Judeo-Christian religion, and they don't like that, so they don't like praying, and they resist prayer, which is funny because originally Christianity also resisted prayer and said that you shouldn't pray except once per day, which was, of course, the Lord's Prayer, which we've all heard of. And that was in the beginning of their religion, that they believed not to pray. Well, these people also believe in not praying. And I'm here to tell you right now, it's okay. It's okay to pray to Goddess. Okay? It's not, you're not hurting anything. And in fact, Goddess would like for you to pray to her. She would like to hear your daily communication with her. And it's good to pray every single day. Now, I have a few prayers to share with you today. These are goddess worshipers' prayers. And I hope that you enjoy these prayers and use them in your own daily worship. Okay, the first one is, I guess you could call it grace. Saying grace after a meal, or saying a prayer over your meal. So it's the daily meal prayer. And I'll teach it to you. There's two prayers. There's two prayers that you can say. One prayer is for meat eaters, or people who eat animal food of any kind. So if you eat animal food of any kind, even dairy or eggs, or honey, this is the prayer for you. This is the animal-based foods diet prayer. And the second prayer is a general prayer for everyone. Everyone says the second prayer. So I'll give you an example of each. Here's how it goes. Dear Goddess, please forgive us for the lives of the animals taken. And dear Goddess, please forgive us for the suffering of these animals. And dear Goddess, please bless the animals whose lives were taken and who suffered, so they will suffer no longer. Thank you, Goddess, for your many blessings of forgiveness. Let it be so. Okay, that's the first prayer. Now here's the second. Dear Goddess, thank you for the blessings of this food we're about to eat, that we might live. And dear Goddess, thank you for the hard work the workers put into this food, that we might eat it. Thank you, Goddess, for your many blessings of abundance, generosity, and forgiveness. Let it be so. That's the second prayer, and you say the two prayers together at mealtime, right before you eat. So now you have a mealtime prayer. And the second thing I would like to teach you today is it's more not a prayer exactly. It's more of a chant, but it's something that you can say each day if you want to institute a practice. If you practice chanting for meditation purposes, this is a good chant for you that is a goddess-based chant. And here's how it goes. Om Thea Dea Devi Svaha. Om Thea Dea Devi Svaha. Om Thea Dea Devi Svaha. And you notice that it starts with Om, Om being the universal sound of creation. And then it starts with Thea. Thea is the Greek name for goddess. And Thea is actually an ancient Greek goddess in her own right, but we use it to mean our goddess, the great goddess of the whole universe, the goddess everyone worships. So Thea is the first goddess name mentioned. That's Greek for goddess. The second name is Dea, and Dea is the Latin name for goddess. So Dea is Latin for goddess, and then Devi or Devi is the Hindi name for goddess. So you have three names of goddess: Thea, Dea, and Devi, or Devi. And then the prayer or the chant ends with Svaha, which means I salute you. So we put it all together. Om Thea Dea Devi Svaha. And that's the chant, and you can say as many repetitions as you like each day. I would like to close out this video with a few repetitions of this chant so that you can enjoy the chant. Om Thea Dea Devi Svaha. Om Dea Dea Devi Svaha. Om Thea Dea Devi Svaha. Om Thea Dea Devi Svaha. Om Thea Dea Devi Svaha.